Welcome back. He is a celebrated actor, voiceover artist and self-confessed nerd. The original celebrity blogger Will Wheaton is turning his collection of funny posts into a fully fledged memoir.
Hey, this is your Yankee cap.
No, this is your Yankee cap. It's a good luck cap. You wear that cap, you know how many fish we're gonna catch?
How much?
Brazilian fish. And it looks good on you too, just like that.
Breaking through the doors of Hollywood at just 7, Will Wheaton scored a role in the Stephen King classic Stand By Me.
Why did he have to die, Chris? Why did Denny have to die? Why? I don't know. It should have been me.
Before entering the intergalactic world with a starring role in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
And since I am finished here, sir, may I point out that...
Shut up, Wesley.
...that everything that I have said would have been listened to if it came from an adult officer.
Then playing himself and earning the title of geek icon in The Big Bang Theory.
Water nymph, fire demon, two-headed tiger, three-headed lion. Sulfur, brimstone. Problem, Will Wheaton?
Will's voice is in hot demand, featuring in several animated TV shows.
Let's spend the day together. Hey, that sounds like fun. Ow!
Shut up, Will.
Stop it, Patrick. You know, I think you should all be nicer to Will Wheaton.
Now, a little older and wiser, Will Wheaton returns to his original blog posts for his new book, Still Just a Geek.
Such a great guy. Will Wheaton is with us again live. Will, great to see you, mate. How are you?
Hi, nice to see you.
Congratulations on your book, your collection of posts. I mean, you were blogging in the early noughties before everyone now is a blogger. You're a New York Times best-selling author. So did you know way back... I know, congratulations. Did you have any idea what you were getting into when you just thought, I'm going to write some blogs?
Absolutely not. I started my blog in 1999, 2000, because I had lived my entire life with other people speaking for me. And I never really had an opportunity to put my voice front and center and share my experience and tell my story. And blogging made that possible. And it was kind of novel and new at the time. So people paid attention, and it allowed some of us that were fledgling writers in the early 2000s to find our audience, to find our voices. And some of us even got published. And it's been an incredible journey for me.
It provided a great new platform, didn't it? I think, though, many of us would hate to go back over our, MySpace accounts, you know, from the early noughties and, read our posts from back then. What did you learn about yourself by revisiting those early blog posts?
I saw, as I'm turning 50 in July, and I was turning 30 as I wrote Just a Geek almost 20 years ago, and I saw that when I was looking back at who I was when I wrote those, I was a good person. I was a loving husband and a loving father, and a person in an extraordinary amount of pain. I was undiagnosed with mental illness. I was untreated because I was undiagnosed. And I had not yet really reckoned with the reality that I was an abused and exploited child. And when I went back to revisit a lot of the parts of myself that I thought were kind of gross, what I really saw was, oh, that's parts of me that are in all kinds of pain that are sort of acting out. And I thought, well, I have this opportunity to see myself in a way that I always wanted to be seen. And also maybe by example, show folks who feel like I really regret what I did on MySpace or Twitter or whatever X number of years ago, that we can absolutely take responsibility for hurtful or childish or just poorly considered things that we said and did, make amends for them, and then move forward. That's called growth. And I hope that by showing people that I could do this, that maybe it'll inspire other people to do it in their own lives. That's
a really fascinating point, isn't it? Because, there are instances where we see people getting, trolled and eviscerated for things that they've said in their past. But I suppose the point you're making is that we're all entitled to grow and evolve.
I think it's very important, and I make this very clear in Still Just a Geek. There were times when I was a young writer, an early writer, where I just didn't understand my privilege. I didn't understand that, turning a waitress into a punchline was really awful and gross and misogynist and not okay. The thing about this is that these things were never okay. And I wasn't aware of how not okay they were. But then as soon as I got to work, like making amends and owning it and changing my behavior and holding myself accountable. And I think that's a very important part of that entire process, is that we have to hold ourselves accountable and mean it, rather than do this thing that a lot of narcissists and abusers do, which is just avoid, deflect, not talk about things, allow some amount of time to pass, and then say, I thought we moved past that. That's not a healthy way to deal with things.
You are such a great example of that, and how to survive your trauma and how to grow from your trauma is really important, and that's why I think you've got so many fans. We'd love to talk to you more, but we are out of time. Congratulations on the book, and once again, I'm still deeply impressed by the shelf behind you. I think I could do 2 hours going through that.
About half my game. It's about half my game collection. The other half is off camera. But thank you very much.
You got it, buddy.
Cool.
We'll speak to you again soon.
I'm very grateful, and I just say thank you to everybody who's ever supported me. I have this amazing game room because you've supported my work, and I really appreciate it.
That's cool. You're such a lovely fella. We love having you on. Thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers.
And you can purchase a copy of Will's book, Just a Geek, online now.
Or you could do what I've done. I went to Audible and downloaded the audiobook because I like how he talks.
He's got a great voice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Even better.
All right, still ahead, retirement cost surge, the shock.